Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're regular here, you know I review many photographic, audio and video related products. Now today I'm not reviewing a product, I want to explain why I have actually returned my Fuji X-M5. Now the X-M5 was going to be my complementary camera to my Fujifilm X-T50 that we have here. Now the X-T50 I love using. It's a great camera, 40 megapixel sensor, built-in IBIS, so if a lens hasn't got IBIS, then at least it's in the camera body. For example, this lens here, it's a 56mm f1.7 prime lens made by Viltrox. That hasn't got IBIS in it, or in-lens image stabilization, so it's great that it's in the camera body. And I wanted the X-M5 as a complement to my X-T50. So when I'm going out, I don't have to take any heavy cameras with me. I can take two really compact cameras. So I can have an ultra wide to wide angle lens fitted on one and a short telephoto lens or standard lens on the other camera body. The wide angle lens I use all the time is my Sigma 10 to 18. Now this is a beautiful lens. I use this all the time. I highly recommend this to anyone who's looking for an ultra wide lens to use with their Sony or Canon or Fuji APS-C camera bodies. Now it's 10 to 18, really nice range. So it's ultra wide to wide. Now that's what I wanted to use on one camera body, and then I wanted to use the Sigma 18 to 50 or something like that on the other body. But I returned the X-M5 for three fundamental reasons, and I'm really disappointed that I have had to return it, but you know, there you go. Some cameras don't fit your needs, do they? So you send them back. Now the reasons why I did, but this won't apply to everyone, but it certainly was applicable to me. Number one reason, the placement of a tripod mount. Now this may sound really petty, but for me it was really important. On the X-T50, the tripod mount is quite far away from the battery compartment. So it's easy, even if this is on a tripod, to get the SD card out, the camera body, and the actual battery. With the X-M5, they put the mount butted right up against the battery compartment. Now that was fundamentally flawed as far as I was concerned, because I do a lot of filming here in the studio. My cameras are on tripods, so I wasn't worried about the camera not having IBIS because it's actually on the tripod. But I couldn't get the SD card out because the tripod mount was too close to where the SD card goes. It goes in with a battery compartment. Now that was really annoying because I had to take the camera off the tripod, but not only that, I had to take the tripod plate off the camera. So every time I wanted to take the card out, put it into the computer to upload images or whatever, it was a nightmare. So that was one fundamental reason. Secondly, the video autofocus I found not very reliable. I tried so many different parameters and so many different settings. I found with the Fujifilm X-H2, that was also not very reliable when I first got it, but Fuji have done a lot of updates to it, and it's pretty decent now. Although in this new studio, I've got a new studio that I'm setting up here. In this new studio, I'm predominantly using Sony cameras. I've got my Sony ZV-E10 Mark II as a main camera with a 56mm, Viltrox 56mm f1.7 lens fitted. I've got the, where is it? There it is. The Sony ZV-E10 Mark I with the full frame Tamron 20 to 40 lens fitted. That's getting a wide shot. When I've got the close-up shot, my Sony ZV-1 Mark II. ZV-1? Yeah, ZV-1 Mark II, getting the close-up shots. So, phenomenal kit, but I've got another wide shot being picked up here by my DJI Action 3 DJI Osmo 3. So yeah, predominantly Sony cameras here in the new studio. This new studio will be a photography studio, podcasting studio, and so on and so forth. So there's two fundamental reasons why I returned the Fujifilm X-M5, the tripod placement and the video autofocus. I found it hunted. And the third reason why I returned it was the handling. Now, it is a compact camera, so the handling isn't going to be as good as a camera with a bigger grip. But all said and done, I did find using it for a whole day, I found the grip not very comfortable. Yeah, unfortunately, I have returned my X-M5 for those 3 reasons. I'm sure some of those reasons won't apply to many of you watching this video. If you're not doing a lot of work on a tripod and you're not constantly needing to take the SD card out of the camera while the camera is on a grip or on a tripod, that isn't going to be an issue. So, you know, and if you're not doing a tremendous amount of video filming, then the fact that the autofocus does hunt a little, well, I found it hunts a little bit. I'm sure Fuji will be doing firmware updates. They're very good at their firmware updates. And I still love Fuji cameras, and I would still recommend Fuji cameras. As I say, I'm using the XH2 at the office, my other office stroke studio all the time, and I'm using the X-T50 when I go out all the time. And I've got some great images with the X-T50. I've also got some great stills with the X-M5. I mean, you can see here some of the stills that I've taken with that X-M5, and they really are sharp. They really are nice images, you know. So you've got no fear with the quality of the images. Have a quick look at these, you know. They're absolutely super. Reds are good, colours are good. Let's take that out a bit. Just really nice quality images. The sensor is great. There's a 26 megapixel sensor in the X-M5. The same sensor that is in the Fujifilm X-S20. Although the X-S20 has got in-body image stabilization and many other features, a viewfinder that the X-M5 doesn't have. So, you know, the actual image quality from the X-M5 is excellent. But I've found, as I say, the handling wasn't quite as nice as I was hoping it would be. And predominantly the tripod, the placement of the tripod mount really irritated me when I was doing these sort of videos. As I say, and the autofocus in video wasn't the best. But it could well have been me. I probably didn't have it set up. I didn't put enough effort into setting it up correctly, I guess. So I'm not going to blame the camera necessarily. But as I say, it was a placement of a tripod mount that really, really did force me to want to send the camera back. So there we go. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you found this short video interesting. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. That would be really, really wonderful. I'd really, really appreciate that. And don't forget to like and share. There may be other people interested in this video, so don't forget to share it, you know, if you feel you want to. So there we go. Thanks very much. Cheers for now. Bye.